Alright, y'all. I wanted you to watch this quick video. Haven't been posting because it was my birthday, and yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. Oh my god. Already lagging, bro.
The Vishojo issue, it's not really like, oh, that's the one thing, you know? Like, I feel like in the past couple of years,
I heard that recently it's been like, basically, bro. Like everything's been collapsing. It wasn't really good or whatever.
that's the thing. The V word, gasp. Like, when I started VTubing, everything was a hobby, and it was kind of like people that liked anime, people that wanted to perform, and people that wanted to sing and dance. They kind of come together, and then people that didn't want to show their face, right? They all come together, and boom, VTubing community. At that time, it was genuinely niche, and then started growing, and then people started realizing, like, oh, VTubing
Yeah,
is kind
I
of
think it started growing like around COVID or something.
cool, and then the community started growing, people started supporting it more, and then that's when it started, the good and the bad. People realized that they could sustain
Use
themselves by doing what
other
they love,
people.
which is VTubing. And then people in the
Michi,
community
we've always
also did
been
the
here
same.
because we love you. We don't care about the company. You leaving the company doesn't change who you are. Michi
Oh,
Mochievee head pat.
I appreciate that, but with
I will say I feel like I like Michi more when like she's not talking to like Numi. Cause when she talks to Numi, I feel like the things she says become more. I have to pause every 5 seconds, bro. Like it's bad.
this, it wasn't even about the leaving the company part. It's about how the company, well, how I left the company, right? Because with this, it's like
Thanks
a big trust broken kind of a thing,
12 for the
you
one
know?
resub.
So it's not really about the fact that I'm not part of it anymore. It's the fact that the exit was really fucking not good. Because not only did it break the trust of you guys, it also broke our trust too. So there's a lot of trust broken during that process, which arguably is not the smoothest. So ever since VTubing actually became like, oh, you can actually make money out of this, people started fucking using it. The good part is now people like me can live life doing what we love, which is very,
I
very
mean, yeah, they became a like an agency essentially. Tied y'all up essentially. Threw y'all
I
away.
really appreciate it. The bad thing is there's a lot of people that are money hungry and they see this and they're like, oh, these VTubers who are not really the smartest, like they're literally here just for the fuck of it. Like this is their passion, they're having fun, they don't really think too much about it. And then they know that the community are also people that are just here to support them. Let's abuse that. And then I feel like in the past 2 years, we've seen a lot of people coming into light that are just kind of abusing this shit. The positive, we
I
also see a
mean,
lot of people that come into
yeah,
this world.
but that's with anything that's like that's with anything that's I won't even say popular, but just they're there. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like the clothing brand situation, like how everything seems like it's coming from Atlanta. Yeah, it's like the same copy paste. Some of them are there for the money, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing because at the end of the day, we do live in a capitalist country. You're aware of like people want money. Like it's not really a bad thing that you want money, but unfortunately, what ends up happening is that it makes the clothing brands kind of bland and not really different and not really creative because of that. And in this situation, people who want money, they, like she said, see vulnerable people that they can take advantage of and use them up like condoms and throw them away.
Just with whimsy and passion, which is great. But Yeah, I feel like in the last 2 years, even as a VTuber, I'm not saying this as like a like I don't know. I used to be a VTuber watcher before I was a VTuber, right? So coming from that aspect, even I kind of started being like a little doubtful of I don't know, the industry. Like I'm a VTuber and all, but if I don't that's why I don't really like to associate myself with like, oh, I'm big. Like I don't look at my analytics. I don't make analytics public. I don't make anything public. You know what I mean? Like it ain't about it. I'm not looking as long as I can eat and pay my bills, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm not in here to be like, oh, I can be successful and a multi-millionaire. Like if I start thinking that way or I start doing shit to kind of tailor to that, I feel like I'm gonna start attracting people that are gonna do that.
But even then,
I
even then, I don't necessarily think that would be a bad idea. I mean, not a bad idea, a bad thing, even if you attract those type of people. But I understand, like, not everyone wants to make their passion, like, their everything, I guess you can say. Because with me, I been kind of on the hiatus of working out, but I've been recently working out, and I remember that one of my fitness instructor was called talking about how you should make it your everything, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't really want to do that. I feel like there's more to life than just lifting weights. So,
really don't want to do that. Cow goes moo. Thank you for the 50 again. Oh my god. Thank you, Cow goes moo. I really fucking appreciate it. Huzzah, Dio mio. No, like I don't want to attract people that are going to see me and my community, like me and you guys, basically as just a money bag. You
On
know what I
sad
mean?
news, and thanks on how my country bank works, I can no longer ask for a refund on the desk mat. Don't worry about it, money comes money goes. I gambled this time and lost, no biggie. Better luck next time for sure. Michi Mochievee card, Michi Mochievee card, Michi Mochievee card, still supporting you.
No, for people in that situation, that is why we are still fighting for the merch. Again, I'm not saying the merch is 100% not gonna be able to be shipped, by the way. There is still a chance. I can't guarantee it's not 100%. We are still working really hard on it. So for those of you that's true, I really apologize. But please know, we are working really hard. So hopage and prayage chat, we will
The
still be able to send
company
it.
punched us in the face, so we're mad at the company and wanted to punch the company. It wouldn't make sense to want to punch you when you didn't punch us. No, it won't shake those thoughts, but yeah, you're all
Start a
I
30-day free trial from Adobe
will
Stock
say,
and get millions of videos,
put these
images,
ads
and more.
out next time, bro. I swear. I'm sorry. I've just been too lazy not to edit them out,
Red Bull gives
bro.
you wings.
Okay.
all good, girl. We love you and we still trust you fully.
I appreciate that, chat. I'm not saying the I'm not saying in that aspect. I'm mostly coming from like the company punched you in the face and then ran away, you know, and then like they kind of left people like me, like the talents, to have to be the public facing ones, like the talents and the managers and the ex staff. We're kind of the ones to have to be the face, even though we're not the cause. We're literally the only ones still here, you know. So either way, it's not about like I'm not scared. I don't know how to word this nicely, so I'll do my best. But like my concern isn't that you guys don't trust me. My concern is like whether you trust anything at all. You know what I mean? It's like this must have been a big hit for you. Like y'all know that it's also a big hit for the talents, but that's already like a lot of people already spoke about it, bro. Like a lot of talents have spoken about how they felt about it, etc. Me personally, I'm coming from a point where it's like if I were you and I've been like supporting a talent and then it turns out this is what happened, I would still want to support the talent, but a part of me is still like a part of me still hurt. You know what I mean? I'd still be like, oh, that kind of sucked. It's not the talent's fault, but it still sucked. And I would still continue supporting it, but obviously there's like that feeling, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if you feel that way, but there's that feeling inside of you that it's
Don't
like,
you worry about us.
kind of a
We will
thing.
be fine. Our faith in you is unshaken. You keep being you. We will have our justice one day. But as long as you're around, everything will be fine.
I'm still gonna be here with you, chat, and that's why like you guys made me feel very comfortable. So the last thing, like what? The least
I understand what she's saying, but personally, I feel like I had the one. I guess maybe since I'm not really in the community like that, I'm not really like watching her VODs, not VODs, but not watching like I'm not live. So for me, at least right now, I just wouldn't care enough unless I actually like bought something. But even then, even if I bought something and I wasn't able to get it, like I'll be upset. But like with me over things with money out pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie. Like money comes, money goes. It is what it is. The only thing you can do is make more money.
I could do for you is the same. Don't worry, I'm
You
still
could
gonna
see
be
people
here.
start to question the legitimacy of Tubercore after the meltdown happened. Is what I'm guessing you mean.
Not just that. It's like, it's not about second guessing the legitimacy. It's just you
We trust our
think.
trustful streamer. Trust me, if
That's a lot of
Skins can do
trust
anything
in that
really well,
sentence.
it's trust. Wait.
Wait.
But that hurt is that that particular merch is gone. So you know how to fix that. Remake new ones for us to buy.
We've been
I wonder if she can't just like I won't say like make it herself because there is a chance they may sue the fuck out of her, but at least like make her own merch to give to them. Maybe either for like free for like what happened or just making like or making it like low cost or something. Like obviously that's gonna take a lots of money, but I feel like at the end of it, it might be worth it. I don't know. Just a thought.
working on stuff. This time it'll be fully in our control. So if we do fuck up, it's fully in our control to fix it. So that's a plus point.
Yes. But not by you, but for you. I'll still be no buying any merch you come out with
you.
that I like regardless.
I'm gonna punch you in the
Trust
face.
in you is
Oh,
not
my eyes.
shaken at all,
Crazy.
Michi Mochievee head pat.
It's
Honestly,
not about that. I
just
don't know how to
kind
word
of
it.
dove into
Let me
watching
think.
tubing this year, and after all the things that
Oh.
has happened, I did get very down about it. However, streamers like you have restored my faith in it. So thank you for fighting and promoting as much positivity as you do. I really appreciate it. Thank
Man.
you for everything, Michi.
Here, I'll word it real quick like this, right? It's not about, I'm not scared about your trust to me. Let me pause DTS real quick so I can think about how to word it. It's not about like how you feel towards the streamers. You know, it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to say this without sounding like, I don't know, what is it? Virtue signaling, but this is just my opinion. I think if I were you, I would trust things less. You know, anything to do with money, I would trust less. Like,
I don't think that's virtue signaling. I'm pretty sure you used the wrong word, but
I would still watch the streamer. I would still support the streamer. But once it comes to like buying merch or anything money related, I would be a little bit more hesitant just because I would.
But what
feel
she's saying
like,
does make
do
sense,
I trust
though.
this fully or do I not? Right. So
But I'm not
I know
sure
that it's
what
not my
the
fault,
term
and
that
it's
she's
definitely 1,000%
trying to
not
use is
yours.
virtue
We were
signaling.
both kind of fucked
I
over
feel like
here.
that is used in a
But
different
the least
context.
I could do, because you guys are here for me to remind me that like, hey, you know, we're still here for you. We still support you. Blah blah blah. The least I can do is I'm gonna be here, and at least I don't know what I can do to kind of help you ease the hurt a little bit, but I'll sit here and I'll just sit here to hang out with you guys until maybe the hurts hurt less, something like that. So I know that people are like, no, I still trust you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that you still trust me, but it's not about the trust in me. It's just your trust in general. You know, people that join this
I
community for whimsy and laugh.
mean, maybe it would affect people's trust with like everything, but I feel like the situation, at least looking from the outside, is traumatic enough to be doing all that. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's just kind of like I feel like it's kind of distant enough away for people to be like upset about it, but they'll get over it in 3 seconds because it's the internet. People get over things very quickly on the internet. It can happen tomorrow. They'll be over it the next day, bro. Depending on like their financial situation, anyways. But even if like they have a bad financial situation, maybe they should have made better financial decisions. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we should have just kept that coin, collected that coin, spend that coin somewhere else that's a little bit more important than this. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I feel like what was I saying? I feel like I don't even know what I was. I knew what I was going with it, but I don't remember what I said before that, so I can't really connect it to the thing that I just said.
Got slapped in the face with the reality where there are some bad apples that see this as nothing but exploitation and money. So it sucks, but I'll be here to, well, just to hang out with you guys. So that's why I'm telling you guys, you
Oh
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to spend any.
I was talking about the whole trust thing, and yeah, okay. Yeah.
money, just you guys hanging out. It's not about money. You know, like VTubing started as a passion thing. It really ain't about the money. It before the money and the analytics and the numbers and the growth, it started from passion and wanting to have someone to hang out with, someone to like resonate with. That is where it started. So I'm just here to hang out with y'all. If you guys want to do it, I still appreciate it a lot. But if you don't, man, as long as that little part of you is like healing, genuinely am already very happy. I just want you guys to be happy again. We're gonna accomplish that over time. It's not something that can be fixed in a day, but over time, it will cook. It will cook really fucking well. All right, let me quickly read this shit. 1 second, 1 second. Ooh, damn. Ooh, damn. Okay, as
With Thrivent, your personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more.
Together, your love turned the whole world on its head. And all the while, you were watching clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
general outlook, connection between Chan streamers is truly something special. It takes a lot more than a company's fuck up to break that. I know, but because of that, I like to be very, very like, I don't know, I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate it and I care for it. So my actions will reflect what I say. No shit. Because if it doesn't, then I'm practically just fucking lying. Still streaming after all you've had to deal with is what help will.
I think I want a better computer to like do like reaction type videos, cause this computer is just shit. I'm not gonna lie, like it's pretty atrocious for this type of thing.
What helps the hurt that you're still here helps. Man, I appreciate that. I'm still here because of you. So hearing that from you guys is also very nice. Thank you. I've been online for almost 30 years. It's not the first time I've been stung, and it definitely won't be the last. Bad times are not a reason to be overly cautious about good times. See, that's the kind of mentality that I want to bring back. You know, that is the type of mentality I hope over time we will start regrow.
I thought she was saying that instead of reading from something. So I was about to say, oh, she's like 29. Agent's like, isn't he like 30, bro?
Man, Gray,
I
fuck you.
It's
I'd
cool.
be more careful.
I'd rather be
money
doing
on me
that
if I
than
were
be
you. Chat. Okay, donate 70,000.
slaving away at
That's what I'm saying.
McDonald's,
That's why I'm
bro.
like, chat, I didn't think we'd reach 10K. So the fact that we've reached this far, I'm kind of like, damn, what the fuck? To be perfectly honest, it's true. This whole situation has hurt my trust in general, but I still trust you wholeheartedly and will keep throwing money. Okay. Especially now that I know it'll actually reach you. If there's merch in my mail, it'll only be a bonus. Cop, thank you for.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's like wild for this type of thing to affect your trust in general. I don't know. Maybe it's because again, when like detached, but your trust in general, I feel like that would be. It's a bit. I don't know. For me, at least, it's a bit of a stretch. I feel like it would make more sense for you to say that it ruined my trust with VTubers and the internet in general, and stop giving my money away to people online. I feel like that would be more. That would make more sense to me, at least. But in general, I feel like for at least me, for something to ruin my trust in general, it has to happen in person because if it happens online, I'm not going to take it seriously and I'm going to get over it in a day. At least that's how I work. But other people are different, so you know.
Being honest, because I swear to God, people are like, no, Michi, that's not true. Even though I know to a degree it must be. Like, it must be true to a degree. You can't tell me that y'all have been like, even my trust in like people that say like off stream, people that are like, oh, we'll help you. Even I trust them less, and I feel bad because I'm like, they have good intentions, you know.
But that makes sense though, because you was part of like, it makes sense that your trust is ruined, and it kind of somewhat makes sense that your your chat, some people in your chat is having like trust issues as well, but it doesn't make full blown sense to me on that part. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense for you to for you to be kind of like a bit more aware of that, considering the fact that you was literally a part of this, like, you know, bigger, bigger agency that fucked you over. You know, it makes more sense for you to feel like that.
But I'm kind of like, I don't know. So
I'ma be real.
it's
I
okay to
don't know
trust
the drama
less.
cause I've only been watching you slash tubers for a week now.
Oh shit,
but it
welcome in.
makes me smile as someone new to the community that people like yourself care so much for your fans.
Oh.
Hella respect FRFR.
Calling chat fans. Bullet flip explode. No, it's because y'all are people. It's not even like I'm not caring for you because you're my fans. Even if you don't like me, I still give a shit.
The old adage applies. Company
I
without
can't
your
relate.
friend.
Not gonna lie.
They exist to
I
make
know,
money.
right?
As a
Jeez.
consumer, when pre-ordering there is always a risk of no return. I accepted the risk, no biggie.
I still
just
don't like
wish you
that.
got the money.
I still don't like the fact that people have that mentality. What the fuck? Oh, right. Thank you, Zayna Ada X, for the 200 gifted subs. Mio again. So thank you so much, Zayna. You are so fucking insane. I really appreciate you. Please have enough money to take care of yourself. I'm gonna be real, chat. I don't care
That's
for you
what I'm
because you guys
saying,
are
bro.
like a community.
Like, please. I know, like, unfortunately, there will be people who who aren't as financially as fortunate, who are a bit too giving. You are a bit too giving to the people who are more fortunate than you. You need to keep that coin to yourself. Keep that coin. You need to pay your bills, and you out here giving your coin away. No, 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 no. You need to keep that coin to yourself, bro. And that's what I literally just said. I literally just said that. They need to keep their dollars, their coin, their their lucky charms to themselves.
Even if one day you get busy or maybe you like someone else or you're not as active anymore, I still give a shit. Cause y'all are people, you know what I mean? Like there is a reason you're here. Whether you're here because you enjoy the vibes or you're here because you need a place to turn to after a hard day or you need something to distract you or just background noise or anything. Like there is a reason you're here. Whatever the reason is, it's valid. You're still here nevertheless. And for that, I would give a shit. Because the logical answer is that is literally part of my job. But the honest answer is, I don't know. That's why I started doing this in the first place. Because, like, the reason I started VTubing is, well, I wanted people that I can relate to. And then once I find them, chat, I'm telling you, in this stream, it feels like we all have the same brain cell, right? But the moment the stream ends, you'll meet people that might not be as I don't know, that might not be
That
in the
aren't
same
like you.
brainwave as you anymore.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. People who think the same, who are the same, a bit similar, will flock together in any situation, even outside in the real world. Or, I mean, the internet is the real world. It's just, I feel like the best way to say it is more hyper and in your face. The other side of the world, the other side of the real world, you will still find people who are just like you. You will even see people who are not like you. That's kind of, that's something that's going to happen. And it is what it is. Like, there are bad people everywhere. The best thing that you can do is try your best to stay away from the bad people. And if you're unfortunate that unfortunately you are not able to just because of the situation that you're in, hopefully eventually that you will be away from those bad people, that you will eventually have the strength, the courage, the financials to get away. Because unfortunately some people just don't have that. They just don't have that at that moment, at that time.
So once you meet people that are in the same brainwave as you will give a shit. And that is just normal human default reaction. You know, like you finally feel like, oh,
Cheer 300,
my people, you know? Oh, Listen, I'm not gonna promote, like, I'm gonna start working on some merch, because merch is a long, tedious process. So I'm gonna start working on that first, but I'm not releasing any merch until there is an actual resolve onto the past situation. I know that some of you guys are open to it, and for those of you that are eager for it, I really appreciate it. But just, this is me doing it for myself. This is a selfish thing, but I don't want to start a new chapter before we actually close the last one.
At least for me, I feel like at least for me, if it's been a couple of months and it's still not working out, we might as well just close that door. You know what I'm saying? Because like, there's no point in waiting 3.5 billion years on something that's likely not gonna happen. You know, that's that makes more sense to me. But you know,
I feel like for the least, we deserve that. You know what I mean? Like, you guys deserve it. I deserve it. Everyone deserve it. There needs to be a close. So, just for us
but
to move
what she's
on
saying does make sense
cleanly
though.
with like a new fresh
I wanted
slate,
to
I'm gonna clean it as properly
acknowledge
as I
that at
can.
least.
You guys have done your whatever you guys can do. It's my turn to do what I can do. So yeah, wish me luck, y'all. Wish me luck. This is, trust me, chat, if we move on by, like, I don't know, I'm a big believer, like, you cannot bury, you can't just like hide dirt under shit, you know, like, you have to actually clean it properly in order to start something new. If you just kind of bury it, eventually that stench is gonna get to you. Not a good start, and I don't want that. Y'all don't deserve that. Whatever reason it is, whether you're here for streaming or VTubing or me or whatever, you're here for a reason, and whatever reason that is, clearly we share the same. Like, we have the same mentality going on.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this video is like the same thing over and over again. It's like 70 minutes straight. I'm not gonna lie. I may end it here, but since Rama's had it in, might as well continue.
So I will give a shit about it, and by default, I will give a shit about you. And honestly, chat, you guys giving a shit about each other, it already makes me really happy. So please know, the least a streamer can do is give a shit about their community. Because if a streamer sees their chat as a place to get money, I don't know.
Excuse
I'm
me.
not gonna judge them. People can do what they want to do. I don't know how I'd sleep at night if I did that. Oh, I don't like, I don't know. I don't have that mentality of being like, you know, I can just relax. People will support me anyway, and I can just take it easy. I feel really shit about it. If y'all
I mean, essentially, yeah. I feel like having it more like relaxed. I mean, I know what she's saying. She's saying like, she's saying that if I feed people slop, they're gonna eat it anyways. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I kind of, in that moment at least, I kind of just internalize that into like a different, like, if I relax on myself a little bit more, then people will still enjoy it. That's how I interpret it as. And I think that's true. I think that, like, if you stop stressing about the thing that you're doing and just kind of let it happen and just kind of like do what you like, do what you enjoy, then everything's gonna be fine. Obviously, you need to like do it the right way, so you're able to get to the next level that you're trying to go to, or even if you want to go to a next level, you know.
are gonna give me, like, you guys are gonna do your best to support me, the least I can do is also give my 110% back. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fair play. So please know, don't thank me for being the way I am. This is literally bare minimum, chat. Y'all be giving
Not
me a
your
lot,
dirt to
I be
clean,
giving
in
you
my
a lot.
opinion.
Not my dirt to clean, but the dirt is still in our home. So you know what? We'll clean it anyway. It's one of those things that are like, I'm working on it,
Thanks, Summer
man. I'm
Market, for the one
working on it.
reset.
There will always be bad apples. In every community, there will always be bad people. Not only do bad corpos come to light, some bad streamers also come to light, bad chatters come to light, bad a lot of things are starting to surface. The issue is, people tend to shine a light to the bad instead of the good. So I see why there's a lot of shaken trust, like trust and
I mean, yeah,
weird
that's true.
feelings. You know what I mean?
But I think, was there a study about that? Like how people are just more attracted to like negative things that are happening, and it does something to the brain. I think there might be a study on that, but like, don't quote me because I'm not no Einstein. I'm not no Einstein. I don't know nothing about that, but I'm just saying. I think there actually might be a study on that.
I get it. Like,